Namaste students, welcome to the biology class. We were discussing about the chapter biological classification. So in the previous sessions we have discussed about kingdom Monera, kingdom Protista, and have discussed about some of the general characteristic features of kingdom Fungi. Okay. So today we will discuss about various classes of kingdom Fungi. So first we will note down on what basis this kingdom Fungi has been classified into various classes. So kingdom Fungi has 4 different classes, and the kingdom Fungi has been classified into 4 different classes based on various criteria. Some of the criteria used for classification of kingdom Fungi are morphology of the mycelium, the type of fruiting body formed, and the mode of spore formation. You know that mycelium is the network of hyphae. Hyphae is the long slender tubular structure which may be septate or aseptate. Okay? So such network of many hyphae forms mycelium. So based on the morphology of mycelium, the fruiting body and the mode of spore formation, kingdom Fungi are categorized into 4 different classes. So those classes of kingdom Fungi are Phycomycetes, Ascomycetes, Basidiomycetes and Deuteromycetes. So Phycomycetes are also called as lobar fungi or algal fungi, whereas Ascomycetes are also called or commonly called as sap fungi. Basidiomycetes are commonly called as club fungi and Deuteromycetes are commonly called as fungi imperfecti. So these are the 4 different classes of kingdom Fungi: Phycomycetes, Ascomycetes, Basidiomycetes and Deuteromycetes. So now let us discuss about the characteristic features of Phycomycetes. So Phycomycetes are commonly called as lower fungi or algal fungi. So members of Phycomycetes are categorized into 2 subgroups. They are oomycetes and zygomycetes. Remember that the class Phycomycetes are categorized again into 2 subgroups. They are oomycetes and zygomycetes. Oomycetes are commonly called as egg fungi, whereas the zygomycetes members are commonly called as conjugation fungi. Conjugation fungi. Coming to the habitat of members of Phycomycetes. The members of Phycomycetes are mainly found in aquatic habitat. Most of them are found in aquatic habitat, and there are certain other members of kingdom fungi that may be found on decaying wood. And some of the members are found in moist and damp places, and some are found as obligate parasites on plants. So you know that parasites are those organisms that depend on the host body and derive nutrition from the host body. Okay. So here I have mentioned about obligate parasites. So some of the members of kingdom fungi, especially of class Phycomycetes, they are obligate parasites on plants. So what do you mean by the term obligate? Term obligate indicates that the fungi which cannot complete their life cycle without depending on the host. Okay? Obligate parasites are those parasites or organisms that cannot complete their life cycle without the host cell or without the host body. So such organisms are called as obligate parasites. Coming to the mycelium of the members of Phycomycetes. The mycelium or hyphae of the members of Phycomycetes are aseptate and cenocytic. We have already discussed that among the members of kingdom fungi there are 2 kinds of hyphae. They are septate hyphae and aseptate hyphae. Septate hyphae are those hyphae which has got cross walls, whereas aseptate hyphae do not have cross walls. They are continuous long tubular structures without any cross walls and having many nuclei. So such a hyphae which is continuous tubular long thread-like structure having many nuclei without any cross wall can be called as cenocytic hyphae. Cenocytic hyphae. So the mycelium of members of phycomycetes are aseptate and they have cenocytic hyphae. The mode of reproduction in case of phycomycetes, they can undergo both asexual as well as sexual mode of reproduction. During asexual mode of reproduction, the phycomycetes produce a kind of spores or different kinds of spores like zoospores and aplanospores. During asexual reproduction, the members of phycomycetes produce spores known as zoospores and aplanospores. So some of the members of phycomycetes produce zoospores, some of the members produce aplanospores. Okay? So zoospores are those asexual spores which are motile. They have flagella, so they are motile. Whereas aplanospores are those asexual spores that are non-motile. Okay? And zoospores are mainly formed, or motile spores like zoospores are mainly formed in aquatic members. Okay? Those phycomycetes that are found in aquatic habitat, they mainly produce zoospores during asexual reproduction, and those phycomycetes that are found in terrestrial habitats generally produce aplanospores, which are non-motile spores. Phycomycetes also undergo sexual mode of reproduction. The type of sexual mode of reproduction they undergo, or the method of sexual mode of reproduction they undergo, is gametangial copulation or gametangial fusion. So generally there are 5 different modes of, or 5 different methods of sexual reproduction. So one such method is gametangial copulation or gametangial fusion. So during gametangial copulation or during gametangial fusion, 2 of the hyphae, they lie close to each other. They produce gametangia. Each hyphae produces gametangia, and that gametangia fuse together or come in contact with each other and fuse together to form a structure known as zygospore. To form a structure called zygospore. Okay. So during gametangial copulation or gametangial fusion, 2 of the hyphae produces gametangia. They lie close to each other and produce gametangia. That gametangia fuses together to form a diploid structure known as zygospore. Diploid structure known as zygospore. Zygospore then undergoes meiosis and form a new hyphae. So fusion of gametes may be of 3 different kinds. You know that during sexual reproduction there is fusion of gametes. Fusion of gametes may be of 3 different kinds. It may be isogamous, anisogamous or oogamous mode of reproduction or oogamous type of fusion of gametes. During isogamous reproduction or isogamous type of fusion, 2 of the gametes which are similar in their appearance or morphology, such 2 gametes fuse together. Physiologically they are different, they are not similar. One is male gamete, other one is female gamete, but morphologically they are similar. What do you mean by term morphology? Morphology is external appearance. External appearance is similar, but physiologically they are different. So such a fusion of gametes where 2 of the gametes are morphologically similar and they are physiologically different is known as isogamous reproduction, okay, or isogamous fusion. So term iso refers to similar, gamous or gamy refers to fusion. So isogamy or isogamous type of fusion is fusion of 2 similar gametes that are morphologically similar. Fusion of two morphologically similar gametes. Then what is anisogamous? If isogamous is fusion of two morphologically similar gametes, what is anisogamous? Anisogamous, the term itself indicates it is not iso, aniso. So anisogamous fusion of gametes is fusion of two gametes which are dissimilar in their morphology. So such a fusion is known as anisogamous or anisogamy. Oogamous mode of reproduction or oogamy. Oogamous mode of reproduction or oogamy is fusion of two gametes, the male and female gametes, where the male gamete is small and motile, whereas female gamete is large and non-motile. So fusion of small motile male gamete with large non-motile female gamete is known as oogamy or oogamous reproduction. So these are the various modes of reproduction based on the type of gametes that fuse. Some of the members of phycomycetes are Mucor, Rhizopus, Albugo, Phytophthora, etc. There are various members under phycomycetes. These are some of the members under phycomycetes. And you know very well about Rhizopus. You have studied even in your 10th standard. Rhizopus is commonly known as bread mold, right? Rhizopus is commonly known as bread mold. Okay. Whereas Albugo is a parasitic form. It is a obligate parasite that mainly grows on mustard plant. Okay. Albugo is an obligate parasite that grows on mustard plant. Even Phytophthora has various species. Some of the species are parasitic forms. So next, let us discuss about Ascomycetes. Let us now discuss about one more class under kingdom fungi, that is Ascomycetes. Earlier we have studied about Phycomycetes, which are commonly called as lower fungi or algal fungi. So now we will discuss about another class under kingdom fungi, that is Ascomycetes. Ascomycetes members are commonly called as sac fungi. They are commonly called as sac fungi. The members of Ascomycetes are rarely unicellular. There are hardly few members that are unicellular, especially the species of yeast. Yeast species are unicellular, rest all are multicellular. So yeast are unicellular forms of Ascomycetes. Majority of the Ascomycetes are multicellular. It may be Aspergillus, Penicillium, Claviceps, etc. They all are multicellular forms of fungi. Nutritionally, there are different types of Ascomycetes. So the mode of nutrition in Ascomycetes may be saprophytic. They may be saprophytic, they may be decomposers, they may be parasitic or coprophilous forms. Okay, nutritionally, we can categorize Ascomycetes into different types: saprophytic, decomposers, parasitic and coprophilous forms. Coprophilous forms of fungi are those fungi that mainly grow on dung, animal dungs or cow dungs. So such group of fungi that grow on dung is called coprophilous fungi. Fungi that grow on dung are called coprophilous fungi. Coming to the body form of Ascomycetes. The mycelium of Ascomycetes are generally branched and septate. You know that septate is the hyphae has got cross walls. Okay. So in this cross walls there are small pores, centrally located small pores known as septal pores. Okay. The hyphae are branched and septate. The septa or the cross walls have got small pores, central pores known as septal pores. So with the help of these septal pores, the cells of the hyphae communicate with each other. The adjacent cells communicate with each other mainly with the of septal pores. So what do you mean by communication? Transfer of any of the components from one cell to the other cell can be done through these septal pores. And the cell wall of fungi is mainly made up of chitin or fungal cellulose. Okay, fungal cellulose or chitin. Coming to the mode of reproduction in case of ascomycetes. Ascomycetes can undergo asexual mode of reproduction or sexual mode of reproduction. So asexual mode of reproduction is mainly by the formation of a type of spores known as conidia. Asexual reproduction is mainly by the formation of spores like conidia. For example, such type of conidia are formed in penicillium or in aspergillus. So in penicillium or in aspergillus, spores like conidia are formed. So these conidia are mainly formed on specialized branches known as conidiophores. Conidiophores. So conidiophores are specialized branches on which or at the tip of which asexual spores of conidia are formed. So conidiophores are specialized branches. The tip of the conidiophore get pinched off to form spherical structures, and these spherical structures are aligned together and they are called conidia. Okay, so conidia are the asexual spores formed on specialized branches known as conidiophores. Now, sexual reproduction in case of ascomycetes takes place also by spore formation, but the type of spores formed are called ascospores. Ascospores are the sexual spores formed in ascomycetes. These ascospores are mainly formed in specialized structures which are sac-like. Okay, ascospores are formed in sac-like structures. They are formed inside sac-like structures, and these sac-like structures are called asci. Asci. Asci is the plural form. Okay, singular form is ascus. So where are these sexual spores formed? Sexual spores like ascospores are formed in sac-like structures known as asci. Singularly we call it as ascus. Okay, and these asci, they are mainly arranged in different fruiting bodies. Asci, many of the asci, they are arranged inside the fruiting bodies of ascomycetes. The fruiting bodies of ascomycetes are called ascocarps. Ascocarps. Don't get confused with the terms. Ascospores are sexual spores. Asci or ascus are sac-like structure within which ascospores are formed, and ascocarps are the fruiting bodies which holds asci and ascospores. Okay, so remember the terminology: ascospores, asci and ascocarps. Okay, and some of the ascomycetes, as I told, the unicellular forms like yeast. So yeast undergoes a type of reproduction, a vegetative form of reproduction, mainly by budding. You know that yeast forms buds, and the buds increase in their size and form a new individual, right? So some of the forms of ascomycetes or some types of ascomycetes can undergo vegetative reproduction like budding. Now, let us note down some of the examples or members of ascomycetes. The members of ascomycetes include yeast, penicillium, aspergillus, claviceps, neurospora, morels, truffles, candida, etc. Okay. So, among these, yeast. You know the economic importance of yeast. Yeast is used in baking industries and brewing industries for fermentation process. Okay, yeast is extensively used in baking industries as well as brewing industries. Okay, and the yeast, the scientific name of yeast or the genus name of yeast is known as Saccharomyces. Saccharomyces. So remember this name. This is genus name, Saccharomyces. There are various species under Saccharomyces. So scientifically, yeast is called Saccharomyces. Saccharomyces species. Then penicillium. Penicillium is a fungus or an ascomycet from which antibiotics are obtained. You know that the first antibiotic, that is penicillin, is mainly obtained from a species of penicillium, that is Penicillium chrysogenum. Penicillium chrysogenum. Penicillium chrysogenum. From the species Penicillium chrysogenum, penicillin antibiotic was first extracted. Next, Aspergillus. Aspergillus also has got various species. This Aspergillus is commonly called as weed of laboratory because in laboratories we grow many cultures. So in all these cultures, if the cultures are left as such, this Aspergillus grows. So it is commonly called as weed of laboratory. Weed of laboratory. Weed of laboratory. And Aspergillus is extensively used in industries, mainly for production of acids as well as enzymes. You know that there are various industries where acids and enzymes are commercially produced. We get varieties of enzymes as well as acids. So how do we get enzymes and acids commercially for laboratory purpose or any other uses? Mainly they are produced in certain industries, and most of the industries use the fungus or ascomycet, that is Aspergillus, for production of acids as well as enzymes. For acids and enzymes. Next, Neurospora. Neurospora is a fungus which is commonly used in biochemical studies, especially in genetic studies. Neurospora is a type of ascomycet which is extensively used in biochemical and genetic studies. Biochemical and genetic studies. Next, morels, truffles. Morels and truffles are edible form of ascomyces. They are edible form of ascomyces. Very delicious ascomyces. Morels and truffles are edible form of ascomyces. Next, Candida. Candida is one such ascomycet which belongs to yeast. It is a form of yeast that may cause various types of human diseases. Okay, especially the Candida is known to cause human diseases like inflammation of genital organs. Inflammation of genital organs. In addition to that, it also causes various other diseases. So these are some of the members of ascomycetes.